Alright, so we made it out to the Farley parking lot for session number 5. Forecast this morning, it looked horrible. Rain, snow, and there's no one in the parking lot except for this other car right here. But I'm well in the throes of projecting mid-size, so I decided I'm gonna come in a little bit later, hope that the wind dries it up and that the rock will be good to go by the time I get here. It ended up working out perfectly because I had some errands to run this morning, so I could take my time, get situated to get all that stuff done, then get here. I'm a little nervous because now it's like I'm trying to send. All that's left for me to do is just piece together the 2 to 3 compression moves in the beginning and execute the beta that I figured out the last couple sessions and take it to the top. Now is when I need to execute, where I need to dig deep and enjoy what I've built up to this moment in terms of my process and find the joy and flow in the movement itself that I've spent time deciphering and figuring out and piecing together. And deep down, I feel like I'm a chuffer. I know this about myself, where I feel like I build up a lot of anxiety around the performance aspect of things, where I'm do or die. But I also know about myself that I can kick into this 5th gear and get things done when I least expect it. And my hope for today is to just do everything in my power to prepare myself to tap into that 5th gear as soon as possible and intentionally. I want to get to this boulder, warm up, do everything I need to do for my body to feel prime, and just rip it from the bottom. And I don't care if I don't rip it first try of the day, second try of the day, but I just want to feel better on every attempt. And the moment I start feeling worse, then there's no need for me to keep trying. I'm gonna just, clean up, appreciate the work that I had done today, pack up my things, walk down the trail, be grateful that I was able to get outside, and just wait till 2 weeks from now to come back and try it again, because that's just how these things tend to be. And the part of me that wants to be excellent, wants to take this down as soon as possible, and feels as though if I don't take it down as soon as possible, that it is indicative of something about my climbing and my ability, and a negative data point for why I cannot become the climber that I wish to become. Because the climbers that I admire the most all send their projects super fast. Or maybe it's not even that they send their projects super fast, but they're sending boulders that are significantly harder super fast. And I want to get to that point. And I've dedicated my last 8 years of life to climbing. It's what I do for work. It's what I do for my free time to enjoy my time. It's what I spend most of my day listening to in the form of podcasts, YouTube videos, etc. And part of me, I wouldn't even say part of me, all of me really wishes for it to mean something to me. For all that effort, all that time that I put into it to mean something to me, in a way of me being able to live a fulfilling and fruitful life from the success of my dedication to rock climbing. And I know lots of people feel this way. I know there are many people, even in my circle right now, that wish to have that experience in their climbing journey. And I don't know how much they think about it, or how much they dwell on it, let's say, what they think about it in terms of the relationship of climbing in their life to their future. But climbing carries a lot of weight for me. And maybe this is why I've shied away from projecting for a while. I hadn't climbed my hardest climb to date, I climbed in 2021. It's 2025. It's 4 years later. And I haven't pushed myself. Granted, there's reasons for that. Externally, I didn't have a vehicle to get to the boulders. But I could also challenge myself on the boards. And I would shy away from the boards too, because I just felt like anything that was impossible for me was just impossible for me. And what I've been learning throughout this experience, and you probably hear it in a plethora of other media from other climbers, is that like challenging myself with things that I think are unfeasible or long term is fruitful in a way that it shows me what I'm capable of. And what I'm capable of has only been relevant to the fact that I've been showing up to this thing that feels extremely hard for me and not doable in a single session than what I'm used to doing, which is climbing on something that gives me a lot of success immediately. Like, sure, I maybe climb it and I don't send it on the same day. Like, I climb a project in the gym and I don't send it in the same day, but I come back to it next session and I'm like, oh yeah, I could totally do that next session. And I just piece it together like first or second go. Where projecting on this scale, where certain moves feel intangible in the sense that I cannot even visualize me executing a sequence, let alone like climbing the entirety of a boulder. It's really hard mentally, and it's hard for me to not almost laugh at myself saying that out loud, because one, I am a coach and this is the kind of mindset that I'm trying to instill in the athletes that I coach. But it's one thing to say it and then one thing to take action and believe it, especially as someone, and I get frustrated with myself with this because of my goals and what I say I want to accomplish, that it's so hard for me to just accept where I'm at and not beat myself over the head because of my ambitions and say that I am getting there, but maybe at a rate that isn't as fast as I would like or I'm satisfied with. But to be honest, I don't know where I'm taking this. Maybe it's to settle my spirit in case I come back to the car and I show myself in front of this camera once again, but this time empty-handed, or again empty-handed. But in contrary to that, I want to let this all out so that when I go there and say I don't send it, that I don't think of it that way, that I'm empty-handed, but that I have built an experience with this movement that has added to my skill set and my experience as a rock climber. And that is a mindset that I want to cultivate, that I want to carry, and that I want to exemplify, and that I know I don't always do. But for this project process vlog, as much as I want to create something that's entertaining, my real purpose is always to grow in who I am for what I want. And this to me seems and resonates with my spirit in a way that I'm happy with. And just even this quality of conversation that I get to have in front of this camera, in front of you viewers, and that vulnerability that I feel right now, I feel like it's already a step in a direction that I'm happy with. And so with that said, I'm ready to tackle mid-sized man, give it some sunburns, and then maybe take the full and see what happens. I'll take my time, warm up. Hopefully, first and foremost, I gotta see if the rock is even good, because the weather this morning, like I said, was not the greatest. And hopefully I just have a good time. I just have fun. That's the main goal. The main goal today is have fun. The sad goal is send. Let's get it. All right, time to see if it's even climbable today. Most of the lower, smaller rocks are pretty wet, but some stuff is dry. Some parts of the trail, the leaves are dry. That's always promising. And it looks pretty good. Let's see. It's looking promising. It's kind of tacky, humid. Oh, the inside is kind of wet. Full size is definitely wet. It doesn't feel the best. Oh, but the crimp feels really good today. It feels big. But the real test is, what does the inside of the crack look like? Oh, it's not bad. Okay. Honestly, it looks like mid-size is good to go. And full size, even if I wanted to try, I have no shot. The whole bottom side of the boulder is wet, but the parts that I need feel pretty good. This is the most concerning part, but actually it's dry. Sweet. Let's warm up. rock today?
I didn't really get on anything. It was a little wet.
Fair enough.
You gonna find something dry?
Yeah, mid-size.
Oh, nice. I guess we could dry up.
Yeah, I mean, all the holds that you need are dry.
Nice.
The underside of it is a little wet, but I mean, there's nothing that you need there.
Yeah.
And the top seems dry, so that's all that matters.
Good luck.
Thanks. Rock's feeling pretty sticky. We got that elusive sticky damp. Good news. Well, what am I trying to say? Good omen. Damn, that was so good. So, first go of the day, I got the high heel, hand inside the jug, but my right hand, I felt like I couldn't go through, so I went around and I got it. And then I cruxed so hard trying to get the heel out from the heel hook back down so I can like match feet, stand up, and I got stuck. It was so sticky. The rubber in my foot just like did not want to move. And I just like stood there for like 5 seconds, just thrutching. But perfect first go. I rested a bit, gave it a second go, but I couldn't quite latch the left hand, the bump out. But the heel toe cam, the reach over, like all feels really good today. The left hand crimp feels pretty good, although I was sliding on it a little bit on the second go. So right now I'm just going back to the car, just like a little trip. Hope to like try to get the video to send to my girlfriend. So hopefully I have more signal, and then hopefully go back and then give it another rip from the start. I'm feeling pretty good today, and I only get better as the session goes, so we'll see. I think I'm probably gonna call it. I'm getting like super greasy on this like left hand crimp, and I have the worst chalk in the world right now. This stuff just like feels wet. I found this chalk sock in this chalk bag in my trunk when I went down, and it is gross. And so it feels like it's not even helping me. I don't know where I put my brush, so I feel like I can't brush this thing properly, and now it's just starting to feel bad. And my GoPro battery died, and then my phone battery is low, my psych along with it. It just feels kind of slick now. But overall, pretty successful day. I fell here. I'm like bummed deep down inside because I wanted to send it so bad. I was so close first to go and my foot got stuck right there. And I could have, like, if I were a better rock climber, I would have on the spot relaxed and figured out how to get myself out moving forward, maybe kicking my toe up, because I've seen that beta done before. But I choked in the moment like a bad rock climber. That's something I want to get better at. I was sitting in the car. I think of myself sometimes as a punter, and I want to get over that. I want to be a better rock climber. When I find myself in those situations, make better decisions. I just kind of freaked out and like my foot got stuck. I never had reached around my foot before for that move. I always reached through, and I paid the price for it, for changing my beta. I just like don't know why, but it felt better in the moment, and now I'm here and I'll have to wait for 2 weeks, come back to it. Hopefully weather will stay kind of cool, I guess. I could always just come early or later in the day, kind of like I did today. And then next week I'll be at Rumney. I'm gonna try to make a vlog for that because I'm psyched to get on China Beach and make that my ropes project for the season. And yeah, so far I'm like super psyched. I basically just need to do this one last move that's better than I've ever done ever. So I like, even though I'm kind of salty, I can't be too upset because it's progress. And I can't even do it from the low, from full size, so I gotta take what I can. It could have easily been wet today, but it wasn't. It's a little manky, but it was good enough for me to give a really solid go. And so for that, even though right now I don't necessarily feel it, I am grateful for the opportunity to be out here today to climb on this boulder. I warmed up well, I had fun, I gave it everything that I had, and I think I'm gonna give it one more try and then go home, because it's only getting more humid, it feels, and the left hand is slopey. Okay. Next time, no cigar.